They're just.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Bait Tank Video Podcast. My name is Anthony. This is not working the way it's supposed to. Go figure. It's because of various reasons, probably. Yeah, his detective Zach is solo. So we're doing the new screen switching stuff, trying it out. Obviously, it's flip-flopping, giving me problems. We're going to have to mess with this at some point, for sure.
Flip-flop.
Yeah, we'll have to flip-flop it, for sure.
Oh, shit.
But hey,
Wait.
that's what this is for. This is the first stream with the new stuff. First stream. We're back. Man, I completely butchered this thing entirely. Once again. Never fails. But hey, we're here.
Can they hear me?
Yes, they can hear all of us.
Oh,
they can hear all of
right.
us.
Oh, okay.
I'm definitely not going to.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, right.
All good.
Hey, I
we're
almost
here.
got canceled the first episode back, man.
That would have been awful. Oh.
You would have never known what came out of my mouth because I thought we still wasn't able to be heard.
No.
Right, here we are making mental anatomy jokes.
Lisa, I'm sorry you've been waiting for 20 minutes. I am sorry entirely. Oh.
As you can tell, our shenanigans are still here.
Yes, they are. The shenanigans are never going to go away. So Zach missed the memo. He
I sure did.
Microphone. Holy smokes, dude! I have got to fix you.
Yeah,
That's
please.
ridiculous. Second, guys.
Am I loud?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes, extremely. Extremely.
So if I yell. Come on, I gotta test the theory. Didn't you fix my mic last night? Can you hear me? I'm still using the same headset though. Oh, okay.
Let's
Reese cups.
try this again.
You can stop eating the Reese cups for like an hour.
I'm not eating Reese cups. She is.
I'm eating Doritos now.
Oh yeah, she's on Doritos now.
Like that's any better. Like that's any better.
Sorry, I had a family thing and I stayed a little too long.
It's all good. Yeah, Zach didn't get the
I meant
memo.
to leave like.
I told him we were starting at 9. He thought he thought his time. That's the way the old show was. For those who don't know, we used to start at 10 o'clock Eastern, but
Those
we
are
backed
Reese
it up.
caramels. Those are really good.
There have been some major changes in all of our lives. So, daughter started school. That's a big one for me. It was also my birthday in September. That's why I was gone for basically a month and a half. I think we've missed three episodes, maybe 4 at this point.
5.
Yeah, and I went back.
5?
I went back to work.
Yeah, Zach went back to work. Sam got a new job. My daughter started school. She also had a procedure and some other stuff, blah, blah, blah. It was also my birthday, and so I wasn't going to do a show on my birthday. But, yeah, we're back. And as usual, the stuff didn't work out the way it's planned, but we'll make it happen. It's all good. All today's show is let you guys know that we are back and that things are changing. This is going to be from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock instead of from 10 o'clock until midnight. Still gonna be talking about fishing. Still gonna be the normal shenanigans, the normal humorous selves that we are. Yeah, but only an hour instead of 2 hours.
You can take the Zach out of the shenanigans, but you can't take the shenanigans out of Zach.
Yes.
Oh, is that his name?
Don't work that way. What, Sam?
Sam really is gonna get me canceled if you ain't careful. Jeez. Hasn't even been one.
Sam's on it tonight, ain't he?
He's something, man.
I am so tired right now. It's like the slap happy.
But yeah, so Sam started a new job. He has to get up early on Sundays now. So yeah, we can no longer do the really long past midnight shows that occasionally happened on Saturdays for him. Zach did start back at concrete work, hence the tired and confused, getting worse than normal.
I was gonna say that's Zach.
I don't
Yeah.
know, like the second half of the old show, it was getting close to 12 o'clock my time, and I was out of it the second half of it.
Sure. But yeah,
I'm supposed to be at home with a nice fish tank background. So I got the tank done, and now I'm in a car. So I done goofed this one up. Whoops.
goofed up is a good word for it. Hey, let's see.
I could.
Tighten it back up. All right, Anthony. Anthony J all day is in here. Lisa's in here. My beautiful
Hey,
wife's in
Lisa.
here. Randy's in here. Mr. Rogers, welcome in. Appreciate
I have
each
an
and every one
idea.
of you guys.
I'll
What's
be
that?
right back.
Uh-oh. I'm detecting more shenanigans.
Hey, I'm gonna get one of them horse masks one day. Should all get one and just open the show with that.
How are you?
Hey, I'm gonna buy one, send it to you, buy one, send it to Sam, and I'm gonna get me one.
What are you getting?
And we just got one of those horse masks.
Oh,
We're just gonna open the show up that way.
I got something better, kinda, maybe.
Kind of maybe. Uh-oh.
Well, I can't see you, so I don't know what
What
you
is
got.
that? Hold on, let's see what
I
this
can't
is.
see him.
It's a giant Pikachu mask. His head's taking up like 3/4 of the screen here.
I literally cannot see it.
That's okay. I can't see the screen.
I'm about to say
Wait.
Sam can't see the screen.
There we
Zach's
go. I can see
driving.
out his mouth.
Nerd.
No, I can't see Sam. The only person I can see is you, Anthony.
That's because you're lagging. Oh, yeah. No,
You're
it's
lagging.
because it's because you're not watching the stream. You're watching the other thing. Yeah,
Thank you,
that's too
I
bad.
don't know. I'm gonna pull it up on your phone. I want to see what Sam has on his head.
I took it off.
Sam, don't take it off yet.
Yeah, well,
Put it back on.
Amanda can back up. It's all good. Just make sure she has the audio off so we don't drive everybody else nuts.
Yeah, turn the audio off.
Anthony J, thank you. Randy, you need to start catching fish. You're making Lisa sad. There's 2 channels. That's why, Shanna.
2 channels.
Yeah, I'm doing this on Yak Shore and on the bait tank.
I thought we were doing it on the bait tank only for all.
No, it will be soon. I haven't talked about. I'm still waiting for people to convert over.
The heck?
Oh.
I'll see.
Why is it stupid,
Back it
Shanna?
up a little bit.
Oh, you're splitting your view.
For now, it's not always gonna be that way. No, we're losing Zach. He's cutting out.
Mhm.
I figured, Lisa. I figured he was out fishing. You were at home.
Oh,
Thanks
it's
for
a
the comment.
Pikachu.
Oh my god!
I am
That
Oh
made
my
me run off the
God.
road a little bit.
I'm adorable, aren't I? Like, you'd
I
want to
hit the
pet
double
me.
hunt.
I got you.
I'm keeping my mouth shut because a comment came to mind and it is canceled.
Well, I'm glad you didn't say
Cancellation
it.
comment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only one
Keep
of
my
us
mouth
can get
shut.
canceled a week, okay?
They're struggling to behave today.
So it's my turn next week.
Are you subscribed to the second channel on YouTube?
I can't find it by you searching it.
You
When I'm
type.
in the bait tank, it brings up. I have a match for you.
Amanda, hush.
Alright, so
No, no,
it's been
Susanna,
12
thank you.
minutes.
Appreciate it.
It's been 12 minutes, and for the record, I did not
being
totally
for real,
derail
not being-
everything this time.
I appreciate that, Sam.
I'm being PG-13.
This time. Next
This
time,
time.
like in a couple weeks. Oh, it's on like Donkey
It's
Kong.
on. I got you.
Yeah, we gotta keep it friendly this first time to lure people in.
I was being friendly.
And then it goes off the rails.
About to say once we suck them in, then it's too late for them. Yeah, for sure.
Using the good old.
Because then you gotta stay to watch the shenanigans we do.
For sure. But yeah, so just so you guys also know, this was supposed to do horizontal and vertical, but I found out just now, this is from not doing test streams, because I couldn't, because the co-hosts weren't available. You cannot do a vertical and a horizontal stream. You can't do more than one stream at a time with Restream. So I will have to find a workaround for that. Although I think I have one in my head already, so I'll have to see what I can do to get the vertical ones back up because it's supposed to be on Facebook and on YouTube Shorts as well. But it is not today. So this is just on YouTube on horizontal and on Kick. We are also streaming to Kick now too. So we are.
What's Kick? I don't know what Kick is.
Kick is another live streaming platform. It's live stream only. It's not videos. It's just live streams. Mostly focuses on gamers, but it also has there's other podcasts and stuff on there too. Obviously we're still trying to get our following growing. We do eventually hope to be able to stream to Instagram and TikTok as well. So if you're follow us here and you like the show and you feel like throwing us a bone, feel free to go over there and hit the follow for us. We have to since we're not a gaming channel, we have to have 10,000, I think, people on TikTok before we can live stream there, and then on Instagram, I think you have to have 1,000. I can't remember. So,
I was gonna say we can bribe them.
I was able to live stream on TikTok with 1,000. I'm not a gaming channel.
Well, that's what it used to be. So you might be grandfathered in.
Yeah,
they changed it this year, I think.
I remembered something as far as him gaming. You sold me a spinnerbait.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Black and purple.
Black and purple spinnerbait. I owe Sam a black and purple spinnerbait. We had a battle.
Yeah, but it had something to do with me gaming.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
you were playing
you get the dinosaur egg.
Yeah, you were doing that thing where you catch a dinosaur egg on that whatever game that was.
Oh yeah, that was Art.
Yeah.
Aardbert.
But you said I would die, and Sam said I would get it. I was like, put some money on it.
Yeah, we did. Black and purple spinnerbait. Yep. But yeah, for those who are just tuning in and being like, "What's going on here? This has nothing to do with fishing." Yeah, it does. We love fishing. We all fish. We're also all nerds. We also play video games, but on this channel in particular, it's just fishing. I met Sam through video gaming actually, and I met Zach through fishing, and it just so happens that we all got to connect later. So it's it'll be a good time. But as things come together, we do hope to get back in the groove of things. It was a hiatus, like I say, we are back. Hopefully it'll stay intact and good to go. In case you couldn't hear the squabble between my wife and I a few minutes ago, we are going to be not streaming the Extra Outdoors here shortly. Hope to have it all just on the Bait Tank on YouTube. But wanted to give everybody who does watch it on the Extra Outdoors a chance to switch over to the other channel just for the show. That's all that channel's gonna be about, is for the show and for the shorts that go along with it. Nothing crazy. The Extra Outdoors channel itself is gonna be all fishing. No more podcast stuff. It's gonna be just fishing and just live streams for fishing and fishing videos, flat out. If you guys haven't watched the last couple of videos on the Extra channel, that's the direction we're going with it. It's gonna be the longer form. There's gonna be shorts too, but it's gonna be the storytelling style rather than just the fishing trip. Oh hey, you watch me cast, you watch me catch fish, you watch me show the fish, you watch me let it go. It's gonna be more of a story style.
So that would never happen as far as you catching a fish. Maybe your
That's
wife.
hurtful. That's why maybe that's the secret reason why we're doing the storytelling style, because at least I can still make a video if I don't catch fish.
That's why I haven't posted any videos. Which one is coming either?
A video idea at 6 months old.
Yeah, my wife is still nagging at me for not putting out the 77-pound blue catfish video that I've been working on for almost 6 months. I don't know.
I mean, Anthony, the last time we went kayak fishing, what happened?
Last time you and I went kayak fishing, I caught nothing.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
How many did I catch?
We don't want to talk about this. We don't want to talk about this.
And what I don't understand, you were right beside me using the
I know,
same
it was
bait.
so bad. It's probably a good thing, because if I had started catching fish, you may not have caught fish, and you may have lost that tournament. Although, if I'm not mistaken, you guys didn't win. You were lost by a couple, right? Didn't somebody outfish you a little bit? I can't remember. because that was a team. It was a team-based tournament, right?
I pretty much, yeah, but I think I caught 90% of the fish.
For your team, for sure, it was ridiculous.
I think I caught like 20 something that day.
Right. Sam, you said that you're going to be putting out another video soon, or you're going to be putting out a video soon.
Yeah.
What's the dealio?
So honestly, I'm kind of struggling with it more emotionally than I thought I was, because so like I think I told you. Well, I know I told you a little bit. I went to Isle Royale last week, a couple weeks ago. No, a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
And it was really the first time since the accident, so like almost 7 years, that I've actually been able to do anything like this. And so I did bring my GoPro and stuff like that, but a lot of it was just kind of things that'll never see the light of day, just because it was very emotional for me, like actually getting out into the woods and stuff like
Sure.
that. And
Yeah.
there was a couple of problems. So we had planned on having 4 people total, my wife and her friend. They were gonna hike to all the campsites, and my buddy and I, we were going to canoe to all the campsites and like meet them there.
Mhm.
My buddy, I love him to death, but he is kind of on the heavier side, and
Sure.
he's very inexperienced on a canoe. Lake Superior is about 49 degrees, between 49 and 47 degrees, and we almost capsized 3 times in 100 yards, and that was in the bay. Like, we weren't even on big
And rough
water yet.
water. Yeah. That's.
Yeah. So
I remember the first time I took
turned,
Shane on a canoe, so I understand.
we turned
Dude,
around,
I remember the
and
first time I took Amanda on a canoe.
Listen, I ended up Skyping during that. So
She did. Sorry, not to derail your story for a second, but we were
oh
up
no,
there first time I took her to Michigan after we got married, and we're out there in the middle of the lake, and you got no phone service around half that lake with the service that we had, and we go in the middle of the lake. You know, I'm trying to go from one side to another because there's a spot on that lake that I like to fish, and there's another spot I like to fish, but they're literally the opposite ends of the lake. So here I am going halfway across the middle of the lake, and all of a sudden she's like, "Stop! I got service." So here I am sitting in the middle of the lake where I don't have the stuff to fish deep, and I'm in the middle of this lake, and the wind's blowing, and she's trying to not fall over because she's nervous or anything. Wow, because she is nervous and unsteady and everything, and she decides to make a Skype phone call. We were out in the middle of Michigan in the woods, in the middle of the lake. We've been telling the story wrong. Apparently, I'm telling the story wrong. I'm telling you how I remember it. But anyway, so your buddy almost capsized you.
yeah,
Based on the
like,
pictures, your wife's friend was not able to go, I'm guessing.
oh no, she was there.
Okay.
So I kind of, yeah, I really didn't take any pictures of her. I didn't even think about that. It wasn't, Lana, if you ever see this, wasn't intentional. Oops, like that's a little awkward now. But I have like a bunch of video clips and stuff like that. But I never recorded an ending, and it's kind of like I'm leaving it open ended,
Mhm.
but I need to film something like out here, do it like probably by myself, because that's a lot of like the video ed or like the videos that I have are just um staying solo. Um so sorry. So I need to make an ending, and actually next year I'm planning on hiking tip to tip, like so there's 2 harbors where
Mhm.
you can come in at. You got the south side, which is called Wendigo Harbor, Wendigo Harbor, however we want to pronounce it. That mostly comes from Montana.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say Montana. And then you have the north side, which is where we came from, and that was Rock Harbor. And I want to say they're 47 miles apart. And I'm planning, and I'm starting to prepare for this now, going tip to tip. And there's another ferry that meets at Wendigo, called the Voyager, and they just kind of like take you to other parts of the island, and catching a ride with one of those guys, and I think it's like $78 to go back to Rock Harbor from Wendigo, or hike another 47 miles. But I'll be honest, I don't really want to hike the original 47. I'm definitely not going to want to do a return trip.
Sure.
And I don't think my boss is going to give me 20 days off from work. So that's it was a lot harder than I thought. Like, and I have like other films and stuff like that that I want to do. And I've already like have the video. I was just thinking like this would be like the best first video of like for my channel, because I've looked. There is no amputee videos on Isle Royale. I mean, it's the least visited national park in the lower 48. And I did do a lot of fishing there. I'm not sure if I actually recorded the fishing.
You didn't post any videos on YouTube or Facebook about it, so I assume not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't posted any videos on Facebook, but fishing there was so pain in the ass. It was so like didn't have to listen to any cars, any honking, and no like Karens, like nothing like that. It was great. It's nice and quiet. But I lost over $70 worth of tackle, and I only hooked into like 3 or 4 fish. And one of them I was really mad about. Like, I bought a Meps, and they're like, normally what, $5? I spent $11 on this thing because it had to travel 60 miles by boat to even get to the gift shop. I tie it on and I throw it out, and this place we hike like 3.5 miles just one way just to get to this area, and it's gorgeous. Like, yeah. And like my 4th cast, I hook into something, and there's an old couple there, and they're watching me reel this thing in, and I'm not kidding. It was between a 30 to 36-inch pike.
That's awesome. Which
I was not prepared for a toothy critter like that, because all the fish I was seeing was like rainbow trout, brown trout, things like that.
Yeah.
So it bit my line. Did happen. So I spent like $12 on a lure.
Then lost
and
it.
I got 4 casts out of it. So, but the video is gonna come. I just need to figure out exactly how I'm going to do everything about it, and then I might throw in more like my research and what I'm doing next year, because there's, especially for an amputee, there's a lot of planning and preparing for that kind of adventure.
I got you.
So I got an idea for this fall that I want to do. I want to do from Gunnersville Dam to Wheeler Dam on the kayak, make a series out of it.
Or you just fishing every spot in between, or do you plan it? Okay, well, you actually can do the whole trip and then just split up into multiple videos. I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole trip, split it up into like a series. Because I'm kind of just I'm done live streaming. It's hard to keep people's attention for that period of time when you're fishing, because I mean a lot of it is really boring.
Well, sure, especially.
And I'm not that entertaining when I have nobody else to talk to but a camera.
Oh, I got you.
So
it takes time. It takes a certain level of confidence too. Let's just be honest here. To be able to talk on camera for any kind of extended period of time.
I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
What about strip fishing? Oh, yeah. Like every 10 minutes, you take off an article of clothing.
This is not like something that's friendly for YouTube or the internet in general.
Well, I'm not saying you go completely. Like,
I'm just saying.
Hey, we can do it on OF though.
Did I tell you about my idea for that? Like only stumps instead of like, yeah. Never mind. That'd be a great idea. An entrepreneur.
That's a backstage conversation, Sam.
Yeah, Sam.
No, I just like to name only stumps. Like,
that's awesome.
There's gonna be lumberjacks and amputees. That's it. Sometimes.
talk about that. That derailed fast. That was probably that's got to be the worst derail of the night. Jeez.
Probably both. Like, there's gonna be like a Venn diagram. There's gonna be a common interest there. Like,
Uh,
And if you're
let's
like
see.
me, like you visualize stuff. So all I'm seeing is amputee lumberjacks right now.
Jeez.
that's what I'm picturing. And I'm
Monty.
picturing beaver trappers too.
Monty, welcome
Like,
in. Wabash Nate, welcome in. Welcome to this is the I don't even know what to call late night. This is the late night show, Bait Tank. I guess it's awful. These guys are awful today.
Even late. This is the earliest show.
This is it is the earliest show we've ever done together. That's for sure.
It just,
But,
And this is the worst we've derailed so far.
it ain't me. That's all I can say.
liar.
Definitely, I have not started anything.
Me
At
and
all.
Sam said we were going to struggle to behave tonight.
Yeah, we did. We are both going on fumes right now.
Yes. Dude, I've been working 6 days a week for the past 3 months. Yeah.
Still,
2
Well,
energy
that's-
drinks in today. Or this afternoon.
What?
Or evening, whatever. Man, hush.
Eat your Reese cup.
I can't.
in other news, I have been experimenting with making carp bait. There's
Oh, I
a
sent you that one video, didn't I?
yes, and no, we're not talking about that video because that was definitely not okay. Awful.
I love how instantly you knew.
Now we're losing Zach. He must have a bad
I
signal.
was going to make a comment too, but it's not okay.
But yeah, I've been experimenting with carp bait. I've made boilies before, which for those who don't know, what a
Somebody
boilie.
needs to throw him another solo cup. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
You've been experimenting with boilies?
We're
yes.
going to get fired if we keep on.
For those who don't know what a boilie is a
He's
boiled
been
dough
rolling
ball.
balls.
The reason you boil it is to make it so it's a little bit tougher and it lasts a little bit longer. Hence the name boilie. But what I've been experiencing,
I still need to get that
experimenting with,
recipe from you and have you show me how to do it.
well, I've been experimenting with another one. So the new
I
one
still
is
need
called.
you to do like a video showing me how to do it.
Eventually, I will. But there's a bunch of other stuff that has to get done first, like teaching you how to behave on the internet and all that stuff.
I got a question.
Oh, what?
Good luck.
I'm not a big carp fisherman, but could you catch a carp off a Twinkie? Like, could that be a thing?
I'm sure you could. There's people catch them off marshmallows. People catch them off bread, dog
I
food.
understand bread and marshmallows.
Oh, what's Twinkie? It's sweet
Like-
bread. Let's just be honest here. Sweet bread
Yeah,
with the
but-
cream filling.
I need to come get that. I need to come get that blue 12 footer from you. I'm going to use it as a carp rug.
It's probably way too stiff,
Soft
but you
enough.
could. It's gonna be way too stiff. You're gonna pull the hook out of the fish's mouth. Sam, stop it, man. Dude, come on, dude.
I was thinking something else completely different. And then he started with too stiff. I'm like, no, this is going to be bad timing. He's going to think I'm thinking of something else. So I'm like,
You're
trying
awful.
not to
You guys
laugh.
are awful today. I swear this is the worst y'all have behaved since we started doing the show ever.
Yeah.
God,
We deserve a raise.
You knew what you signed up for when you asked us to be your co-host.
I guess. Maybe I need to find somebody else.
Yeah, and even like,
Might fire y'all tomorrow.
I even asked you, like, are you sure? I think
You
even
did.
worded it like that with like 5
Thought that was a
R's.
sun drop.
What'd you say, Sam? Apparently my wife thinks I need to fire y'all too.
You know, and I
Shoot,
know
fire me. No,
that our shenanigans are going to get views.
Eventually, yes, but whether it's the right views is the question. Anyway,
You
back to
get
what I was saying.
views.
I am experimenting with what's called a soluble boilie, which breaks down in the water over time. So rather than having just a hard piece of bread sitting in the bottom of the bottom of the river for forever, it's a self-chumming boilie basically. And you can buy them, but they're expensive as snot. So I've been trying to.
How
learn
is carp fishing in the winter?
It can be fine. You just gotta find them.
How is
He's
Okay.
cutting in and out. He's got bad signal for sure.
I told you to throw him a solo cut.
You got bad signal.
Well, your towel.
Sheesh. Lisa, Josie is doing great. Like I said, she started school. Her vocabulary is at least doubled, if not maybe tripled at this point. Yeah, her vocabulary is probably tripled. She can say won't do it by herself, but she will repeat after you all of the ABCs, and we got up to 15 from 0 today. She's able to recognize words if you spell them out now on certain things, which if you ask her how old she is, she'll tell you how old she is and say it correctly. She's still needing to use a device to walk, but she's doing much better with that. She has branched off and done a couple of steps on her own. And those are getting stronger. But yeah, it's good stuff.
Well, and you'll be like, you won't be able to keep up with it.
Oh yeah, no. If she ever gets to that point, yeah, it's gonna be awful for sure. If she's able to run away. Lisa says she really needs to. Josie really
You'll
needs
be
to
like,
Lisa.
come back.
Shayna agrees with you, Lisa.
This is really random, but you said running away. Right after my surgery,
okay.
you know how I like the outdoors. My
Yeah.
wife and I, we went to a place called Turquamanon Falls.
I love Turquamanon Falls.
Well, you know how hilly it is, right?
Yes.
I'm in a wheelchair because it's wheelchair friendly, and I'm on medication, and I'm like, we get up to, and it's like 100 degrees, and my wife is pushing me, so I'm having a great time.
Right.
And we get to the bottom of the hill, like the top of the hill, I'm sorry. And I like look at my wife, I'm like, push me. And because, you know, she just pushed my ass up there, or pushed my butt up there.
She's like, sure.
Yeah. It was a great, like, I could not stop. I was probably going like, dude, my wheels were like, like, it's pretty sketchy. Like the first time, I was a little nervous, but you know, the fourth or fifth, it was a great time.
It's fairly well paved from what I can remember, though. So I mean, it's not like
yeah,
it is. Yeah, Turquamanon Falls, up in the UP.
We all three of us need to plan a trip somewhere. Go fishing.
That would be fun.
We could go ice fishing.
Only if it's 6 inches of blue ice, and it definitely can't be like it was last year. This whole not having ice in January, I think it's pretty bad.
I am too fat to be on ice.
Look, Zach, if they can drive trucks and 4-wheelers on there, I'm pretty sure that you can walk on there just fine.
Yeah, there is literally carnivals out on the ice, like Ferris wheel. Oh, that's the way we can get him out there. There's elephant ear stands.
Yeah, man, okay. So
I'm gonna see the kind of candy and caramel apple. He's just gonna go.
I have something to confess about my wife. She prefers funnel cakes to elephant ears, and it breaks my heart.
I've never had an elephant ear.
You're missing out, Zach.
Dude,
I know, Sam. I know.
Is that a northern thing or something?
Do what, Jen? My wife said get over it.
No, there's some things you just can't get over. This is right up with getting your like hands stuck in a toaster.
Hand caught in a toaster? That sounds awful.
I was gonna say something else, but
well, I'm glad you didn't.
I said, or your leg getting amputated.
You need to be nice. You're just as bad as they are. Jeez, right. I can't get away from you guys. Shannon's just as bad as you two are, man.
I could be worse.
I know you can. I'm asking you not to
be. We played League together.
You know I can.
Oh man, you need to play League with me.
Filtering.
Just like those fish tanks. What was I gonna say?
Leave my fish out of this, sir. I am building armies.
Apparently,
yeah, me too. Look,
yeah, but say Sam's doing 40K and you're breeding fish.
I got orcs. Like orcs are like I'm not kidding. I have rolled 100 dice.
Okay, so 100 dice is nothing. All right, nerding out for a second. Back when
For one unit.
back in Warhammer 40k 7th edition, Shayna played Slanesh demons. They got if they got charged. I'm sorry, if they charged or if they got charged, they got an extra attack, and they had like 3 attacks base, so she'd roll 4 per, right? So she'd have 6, 7, or 8 of these units, and be rolling at minimum 80 dice per unit. And
So most I had to roll was 240.
if I say the most she ever rolled at once was 2, she said was 2. We counted 240 dice.
Jeez.
Now, are
And
the
yes.
dice you're talking about, is that like the same as the D&D dice?
No,
they're
they're
just
D6s.
Okay.
Yeah, in 40k, it's almost always a D6. I don't think there actually is anything other than D6.
See, I've never played that. I played D&D, but I've never played that.
Well, so every if you're interested in playing Warhammer, if you're interested in playing the demon armies, talk to me. I have stuff we're trying to get rid of, so I can catch you a deal.
Wait, Chaos Demons?
I'm good. I'll
Yes.
pass.
Which one?
Well, all of my stuff is Corn. All the first stuff is Slanesh, and I have a couple some Chaos Space Marine stuff too.
Corn.
Look, man,
What?
blood for the blood god. Okay.
More
No, it's not. This is another derailed shenanigan.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Hey, you can be like me. I've got an army of like 600 angelfish right now.
That's a lot of angelfish, man. It's too bad you can't show them to us because you were an hour away when the show started.
Not paying attention. Oh, I understand.
You seen him last night?
I know why he's late.
Uh-oh, why?
It's got a sundial and it was cloudy. Probably out there on his wristwatch with the flashlight.
Right.
I don't know what time it is.
I can't see it. Oh, that's cool, Lisa. She said that she went down to Damascus.
I'll be home in like 5 minutes.
They went to Damascus, Virginia, and they did the Creeper Trail. You watching?
What is that?
If I'm not mistaken, it's where you're kind of like you're on like a little cart, like it's low to the ground, and you slowly go around the whole thing. If I remember correctly, if it's the right one. And there's a couple different ones. Obviously, you have the ones where you're like in a little roller coaster car solo, when you have the individual brake and stuff. I don't know if that's considered a creeper or not, but some of those are pretty wicked.
How far, Sam? How far are you away from North Carolina?
Oh, apparently it's a bike. The Creeper Trail, the bike trail.
North Carolina.
I'm actually going to North Carolina, South Carolina next year.
17-mile bicycle ride.
We could go to Emerald.
14 hours.
We could go to.
Wait, it's only 14 hours from you to there?
I mean, I just typed in my town in North Carolina, so I'm sure.
Oh, no, okay. Well, it's another like 2 or 3 hours after you get to North Carolina. Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's in the middle of North Carolina. But next year, the group that I went with up at Isle Royale, so 3 backpacking trips next year. 1 to be determined. I'm either doing that solo one or a duo one, tip to tip. And then Smoky Mountains.
Nice.
Or the Great Smokies.
Well, make sure you let us know when you're in the area. We can try to meet up while you're here. Sam's coming down to North Carolina and the Smoky Mountains at some point next year.
We could share a tent.
Share a tent. we just got a camper that we got to fix. There's got a hole in the floor I got to fix, but got a steal of a deal on a camper, so we'll be camping more too, which is good for Josie, because we tried doing the tent thing with Josie and it wasn't gonna fly.
Oh yeah, I won't lie. Kind of want a camper because Saint Bernard, but
sure, you need a pretty big camper for Saint Bernard though. Still, that'd be.
Dude, I saw a wolf.
Well, yeah, you said that.
Yeah. So I'll actually tell this story because it was. Always listen to your park rangers. We land on the And the park ranger's like, whatever you do, like everything's protected from the biggest moose horn to the smallest rock. And it just it's a 4-hour ferry ride, and it's gorgeous. Like, I'm not listening to the park ranger. Like, she's in my ear, but it's like, shut up. What's going on over here? And part of
It's
it
for
was
your
the
safety,
wolves
Sam.
I carry a gun.
It's still for your safety, Sam.
Gun beats everything in the woods, except for Sasquatch. Anyway, um, that would be really cool. Like, Sasquatch just breaks into your camp, opens up a beer, and tells you, like, yeah, you'll never, like, nobody's gonna believe you. Like, that'd be kind of cool.
That's a fair
But
point.
yeah.
That is a fair point. Nobody would.
No, I'd be like, damn it. Oh, can you at
Hold
least
that thought
pass
for a
me?
second. Jeff, I'm glad I got to see the one flathead you caught. I did see you catch that fish. But yes, 10.5 hour fish trip and only one fish. Yes, there is definitely something to be said for the moon being a factor, at least when it comes to catfishing. So haven't figured out
I
all the
think
ins and out of it yet, but typically speaking, it seems like the brighter the moon, the worse it is.
I need to go target some flatheads again. I need to beat that 57.
You should.
Uh,
And Sam, you started the story.
all right.
You're finished.
So they did tell you the wolves are they look at people and like, hey, you have food, we want food. And because people are stupid, they're like, ooh, look at the pretty puppy. And they feed the wolves. And they're just kind of irresponsible with their food, which I can't blame them. Like, hiking, I think I did 20 miles altogether, and my ruck weighed like 70 pounds, just for the record, because I was planning on canoeing.
So you didn't commit.
But look, I committed, okay? I committed just fine. Commitment is not an issue with me. Anyways.
I'm hearing commitment problems.
Like, I'm going to therapy for it. Shut up. Anyway.
Sorry, Sam, keep going.
My first night, pitched a tent and stuff like that, and I'm solo hiking. So it's a
Oh,
one-person tent, and I'm by myself because I cannot go to the campsite where everybody else is, because my buddy left me because he's like, don't want the girls to worry. So he just beelined it there. I'm like, all right, cool. So, not gonna lie, I was really depressed, kind of beating myself up. Bought a stuffed animal, and I remember I downloaded a movie because it was like raining outside, and so I downloaded a movie like on my way, and it was Ghostbusters, and I just had like a baggy beef jerky that I was eating and a Rice Krispie treat. And how my tent was is there's like the soft shell where there's a mosquito net, and then there's a hard shell that goes on top of it. Like, the entire thing is a mosquito net, not just like the top, like a typical dome tent. And then the hard shell, there's like 6 inches of gap between the netting and the rain protector. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I knew I had my phone right here because I had my phone, my glasses, my flashlight, and then I had my beef jerky to the right of me, like right next to the tent. And I wake up and I was just hearing like rustling between my tent walls. So about, within a foot of my head. And I was like, the heck? And I like grabbed my phone because I knew exactly where that was. And I shake it, and yeah, virtually quiet. And there's a face. Well, it's scared. I'm scared.
Sure.
So it beelines out.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that is a big fox. And I get my glasses on. I got my flashlight and my cordless hole punch, we will call it. I was like,
cordless hole punch. That's a new term. I never heard that one.
It checks out. Okay, it's an old meme, but it checks out. And I was like, man, that was a really big fox head. So I like unzip my tent, and there's 2 wolves. One's chilling on the picnic table. The other one's like right in the path to get to my camp. I'm like, I'm not gonna sleep tonight. So yeah, it took me like a half an hour to get back to sleep. And I used that time to finish the Ghostbuster movie because I couldn't sleep because there's freaking wolves.
Yeah, right. Jeez.
That was the only time I actually used like my electronics. By the way, was that first night because I was super depressed. Dude. It was like all alone. It's raining. Like you get so in your head. Like man, it's your first. Like you already messed this up. Like I would beat myself so much. Like I bought this stuffed owl, and I just remember like,
dude, that's like
I was just like venting like everything, and like I had my GoPro on for some of it. It was like an hour of me just like shit talking myself. But yeah, so that will never be like aired. But
Sure.
owl, right?
what?
I don't know what Zach said.
Was you shit talking yourself to the owl?
Yeah.
Was you crap talking yourself to the owl?
Yes, he was.
Yes. I'll shake my head.
I
Yes.
can see that now.
Apparently,
I
Sam.
can see how that.
Jeff Beal also has a 9-line shirt like you do. He has the American flag shark one.
I think I have that one too.
But yeah, no, I'd have fought the wolf for beef jerky. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I mean, human supremacy. Like I would win for sure. Like take my leg. Well, I mean, my leg was already off, so I'd just kick him. Would it be kick or like hit? Like I don't know.
I don't know if you take you take your fake leg and hit him with it.
Yeah.
Hey Shayna, if you take a fake leg and hit something with it, did you kick it or did you hit it?
I think it depends on what end. Like if you use
that's
a
fine.
You're not
physically kicking. You're taking
Shayna's argument would be hit because no matter what you do, you're not doing the kicking action with it.
It's gonna be depending on what side you use. Like if you use a fatter side that like connects,
it's a kick, right?
Yeah. So if you use like this
Oh,
side,
he just pulled his leg up for just...
Yeah, yes I did. If you use this side, it's a hit. If you use this side, it's a kick.
Pull up the stream, Sam just took his leg off.
Subscribe to my only
visual real quick. Subscribe to my only
Yeah.
Let me see.
He was talking about his Isle Royal trip. And he talked about the encounter with a wolf that he had in his tent. And yeah. And so we're talking about self-defense, how you would have human supremacy, you had to use his leg, and then that's when the second leg went up. It was a derail.
Who's gonna go?
I just flashed.
Just go.
It wasn't. His first action would have been to use the firearm. We were just talking about if he had to use his leg, what would be the option?
I would use it like when the got aggressive, I would shove it in its mouth and then beat the shit out of it.
Choke on it. Choke on my foot. Oh, and the worst part is they ask you to report.
Dude, you just made my mind go straight to the gutter.
Just stop it.
My mind just straight beeline to the gutter when you said that.
Must have added either. That was just Zach on his own.
It's like,
sorry.
It's kind of horrifying.
So you had to report the incident, huh?
Yeah, and the lady, she's like, I thought she was like 14, but she had tattoos. So she's like taking my report, and I told her and everything, and she's like, "Did you have food?" I was like, "No." I know I didn't. She's like, "Are you lying?" I was like, "Am I gonna get fined?" She's like, "No." I was like, "Then there might have been a Rice Krispie treat." It's a beef jerky. It's a peppered kind.
Having to snitch on yourself for a Rice Krispie treat, that's awful.
Dude, I don't care. Rice Krispie treats are amazing. I was thinking because there's not a lot of like fire service, like there's some like areas where you can have them. I wanted to grill like picture like roasting a marshmallow, but with a Rice Krispie treat. I can, as long as you don't burn it, I can see it being really good.
So you want to use a Rice Krispie treat instead of the graham cracker on a s'more?
No, instead of the marshmallow.
Oh,
So it'd be like graham cracker, Rice Krispie treat,
okay.
chocolate, graham cracker.
Gotcha. I don't know, man. That sounds like a lot.
Good.
It could be. That sounds like a lot.
We just got home, so I'm gonna let Amanda go in and calm the dogs down. before I
You might.
go.
We only got 7 more minutes. You might as well stay in the truck, bud.
6.5.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm gonna take. Wait, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
My little computer screen did something. I'm gonna shit talk a little bit.
Oh.
I think you can handle a little bit of extra food.
Not what I meant by much. I meant was in terms of like, I can only do like so much like sweet stuff before like my teeth start hurting.
It's
That's what I meant.
once more. I've seen you crush half a pizza.
Hey, look, man, that dill pickle pizza was good. Okay.
The
Just
which
saying.
one?
The dill pickle one was good.
Yeah, I had that a couple weeks. Actually, that's what we had the day before we left. It was actually the same exact order. It was a smokehouse pizza and the dill pickle pizza.
Yeah, those were both good. They were both really good.
And
For sure.
yeah. I mean, you would never think put macaroni and cheese on a pizza instead of regular cheese, but you know they make it work.
Yes, I do.
It's a daring move. Yeah.
Well, with that being said, since we do only have 6 minutes left, 5 minutes left, something like that. Like I said, we are back, guys. We do hopefully be more on track once we actually have a topic. Like today was mostly just talking about the show being changed and letting you know that we are back and planning on continuing doing it. And
Our shenanigans gets views. I'm just throwing that out there.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
Am I still? Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
No.
we can hear you. I mean, no, we can't hear you. Yes, we can hear you, Zach. I was messing around.
I can't even see the chat. Like, where is the chat?
So you can't see the chat anymore because I'm doing this through OBS, through an encoder to restream. So you would have to actually open up YouTube to see the chat. Or what I can do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
My
We
wife's
got
not a
3
fan.
people watching.
Must say my wife's not a fan of the multi-streaming thing. But it won't be multi-streaming for forever, so.
All right.
But yeah. Mess with this too, aren't I? That's better. Oh, hey, there's the army of angelfish.
There's the army.
Zach. That is a picture of you, buddy. Oh, yeah. I was actually looking on YouTube instead of, the live stream.
There's mom and dad right there.
Yep.
With more babies.
Yeah, that tank's got babies, and then he has a whole entire tank of the mini ones. It's nuts. Lisa, we miss you guys too.
And then you got the big display.
Big cichlid tank. It is a pretty tank. It would have been nice to look at today if you weren't not home. Just saying.
Yeah, I know, right? Let me mute this TV. We had the TV on for the dogs.
Oh, I got you. Well, like I said, for y'all that are watching still, appreciate you stopping by. For those who are going to catch us on the replay, it's a little rough today, but like I said, it wasn't meant to be an actual like show. It just meant to be more of an announcement of what's going on. 2 weeks from today, at 9:00 Eastern time, not Central, Zach. 9:00 Eastern till 10:00. We'll be here, doing the show, and I don't know what the topic's going to be yet. We haven't finished finalizing that. I do have some ideas for some ones coming up, including one big one that I think will be interesting to say the least. We'll have to see. And
How big are we talking about here?
pretty big. I mean, it's something that's been buzzing pretty hard in the fishing community lately, at least the last couple months. But there's been some changes.
Is it buzzbaits?
No, it is not buzzbaits.
Oh, darn it.
No. Yes, Shayna, but we're not saying that out loud. I don't want to give it away. I can hear you.
Are you...
I don't think so. You whispering over there in the chair. She's whispering
Yeah,
across.
I didn't hear her. So.
Yeah. So we have some topics coming up, including one big one I think is gonna be good. It'll be interesting. It'll you'll either like it or you won't. There's no gray area on it. So it'll be a
Text
fun
it to me.
it'll be a fun debate or discussion for sure. But like I said, you know, I'm Anthony. This guy on my right on the screen is Sam. The one on my left is Zach. Yeah, we appreciate you guys stopping by. We'll see you guys again in 2 weeks at 9:00 on either YouTube, Kick, or hopefully by the time I get it fixed to be on Facebook as well. So until next time, guys, that's the three of us. This has been the Bait Tank. Love y'all. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.